So I have never seen. And the potential of this live is different. It's not WAIT. Uh, how are you, guy? How are you? How are you, Alexander?
I'm good. I'm very good. I'm watching the match again because I have to record a review. I will
Yeah,
watch
I
the
was
whole
watching
game
it.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm watching it on the big screen on my laptop. So, for tactical analysis, it is very important कि आप 90 minutes पूरा देखो. So that's the thing. So yeah.
So,
Baki,
uh,
how's everything in Nepal?
all good, all good. I mean, it's all good. I was hoping there would been better match. I think it was anticipated to be a better match
Yeah.
because diaspora
Yeah.
players was there, and I think even captain said it. We are ready now. We are ready
Yeah.
now. We are ready for this. I think that pumped up was there, but I think the
Yeah.
first goal took them by surprise. I don't know. For some reason, the first goal just took them. What do you think about that?
Nee, I think in the whole first half, I don't think we performed well in the first half, especially. I think India completely dominated us in the first half. And the reason behind that, I have said this in my live session, that we were building from the back. And because we were building from the back continuously, we were not trying to play because that's not our DNA. Our girls are not used to building from the back. Only a few clubs in Pakistan build from the back, like yes, Karachi City does build up from the back, but not all of the clubs or not all of the players in Pakistan build up from the back. And because our coach, he's from La Masia, he has worked in La Masia Academy of Barcelona for 4 years. So he has that kind of philosophy of that Pep Guardiola mantra. So he believes in that. तो वो थोड़ा सा problem है. And I think because we were building up and also we were playing with a makeshift right back, I think we should have gone with our main right back. We played with a makeshift right back. Our right back is actually a number 8. She plays like in the role of Bernardo Silva. She's not a proper right back. She's not a primarily a right back. So I think that's why we struggled a lot. And both of our fullbacks, I think they had a poor game. I won't say a horrible game or a bad game. I would say a poor game, especially our left back Nizalia, Grace Dangmai, their number 11. She completely outmustered her, and I am
Yeah.
I am really worried for her career in Pakistan because in Pakistan it happens that if you perform poorly against India, you will get
Yeah.
ousted from the squad. So that's the issue.
So, I mean, you talk about building from the back and La Masia and all those things about coach, but I saw you were doing a watch along and you watched the whole game, and there is a few comments saying India is not looking good. I mean, they were looking pretty good. I don't know which match they was. I mean, even when I was watching the game again, I was rewatching the game again just to understand one more time because what I think is Pakistan did play well, but the thing
Yeah,
about
in
did
certain,
play well,
yes, in certain
yeah,
phases of playing, yes, I would
yeah.
agree. Yeah,
But one thing is what I feel most people nowadays have considered playing three passes from the back as playing well. I mean, if you get me, they
yeah,
see, oh, goalkeeper is comfortable with the ball, oh, center back
yeah,
can play, and there is this sense that okay, they are playing well. But what I
yeah,
found is it's all good to play from the back, but even at times when they had chance to play ball forward, they weren't doing it.
yeah,
So from my observation, I feel like there could have been better build up patterns with the way they move, and they lost ball so many times. I mean, in first 10 minutes, I don't know how many times they lost ball while building from the back.
yeah. No, Raj bhai, I would agree there, but the thing is, we started playing better when we started playing with long ball football in the second half. We were
Yeah,
playing route one football in the second half. We were not building from the back in the second half, especially from the phase because I'm watching the game again. From the phase of 45 minutes to the 65th minute, we were not building up at all. We were trying to go to switch our play to Nadia Khan, who is our center forward. She was playing in a false nine kind of role. and we were switching our play towards the wings to our wingers. Isra was playing on the right, Zahmina was playing on the left. So we were trying to do that with one single pass. And Kela Siddiqui, our centre back, was trying to do that. But we were not building up as much as we were building up in the first half. That's why we played better, because our DNA is actually long ball football, and we were playing better. We were more comfortable in that. I have to say one thing. I think our goalkeeper had a very poor game, and she struggled a lot. She struggled a
Yeah.
lot because she could not collect simple, crosses. That was the issue. And in the first goal, you look at the first goal, I think the keeper should have saved it. Yes, our left back, Nazalia, she should have closed down the spaces of Grace Dangmai. She should have done that. She should have closed her down, but she didn't. So there was a collective problem in terms of our pressing. Plus, there was a huge gap between the defensive line and the midfield line. Massive gap.
Yeah.
Because of that, the zone 14 was always vacant, especially in the first half. So we were disoriented all the time. So I think that's the issue main. Our structure was not good enough.
I think even for the first goal, I think Baladevi just hold Maria. I think she just hold
Yeah,
Maria, so she could not step up, and that gave more time for. And I think keeper really had a soccer. I think it's a shocking game, to be
yeah,
very honest.
shocking
And
game. You can
yeah,
say.
yeah,
You can say.
yeah, it's shocking game because the thing is, it looked very slow when she's with the ball. I mean, she's in action with the ball. I'm saying like when she's even diving, when she even is
Yeah,
saying saving, and a jump. I mean, there was no jump. I don't know, and I think there was more gravity for some reason. I don't know. We might have to test. Maybe there is more gravity that's pulling her down, so she can't jump on the post because she could not
yeah,
jump. I mean, even the first goal, which you said, that is narrow angle. You have to do nothing. You just block the near post and done. Nothing. So I mean,
yeah.
so that
No,
was
I think
disappointing.
she had a problem in collecting the ball. Her positioning was not good as well. There was a chance where Anju Tamang could have scored with the header. She could have
Yeah,
scored with the header in the first half, and her positioning was not good enough. So she made the save look very difficult. It was not a difficult save. It was a very easy save. Because I'm a Liverpool fan, I will give an example. Allison
yeah,
is always in the best position to save that. That's why he makes the save look so easy, right?
mhm,
David De Gea, when he used to play for Manchester United, he used to make the save look easy.
yeah,
Nisha Ashraf ka, the scene was not there. Her
yeah.
position was not good. So that was the issue, I think.
I mean, what I'm saying was, I mean, finally two goals is scored, and maybe some positive for Pakistan as well. So I mean, let's focus on the positive side as well. I think
Yeah.
what I felt was some of the players are quite over ordinary. There's quite above average. I mean, the center back number four, Kyla. For a center
Kyla is
back,
very good. Kyla is good.
yeah,
I think she made only one mistake in the whole game. Apart from
yeah,
that, Kyla was very solid. It was because of Kyla and Kayla Siddiqui and Maria Khan that we
mm,
conceded only 5 goals. India could have scored 8 or 9 goals because they created 10 clear-cut chances, which they should have scored. We also made a lot of chances. I think we made 7 clear-cut chances, and if and two of them were like we should have scored there. Like one chance was of Zahmina Malik, and the other
yeah.
chance was of Amna Hanif, the number 14. So I think that was an issue. We did not bury our chances. If we had buried our chances, it would have been like 5-4 or 4-4, something like that. It could have been like that. So that was the main issue, that we were not clinical enough. But Kela had a good game overall, I would say.
Yeah, I think I've just got that coach, Pakistani coach said that referee decision were not on his favor, so that also affected the game. What's your opinion on that?
I would say only one thing. I think there is a rule in football that if you waste time, if your goalkeeper wastes time, right,
Yeah,
then the indirect free kick should be given. I have seen that instance again on the replay. I don't think Nisha should have wasted time, or enough time was wasted. or enough seconds were wasted that you should give an indirect free kick to the opposition, to India. I think that was a very harsh decision. That Baladevi free kick. I think that was a harsh decision towards Pakistan. Yeah, I do feel.
Yeah, I think because so many times we have seen those things, that goes away. Yeah, I mean, of course, there is a rule, sure, yeah, but I think there
The
has to
rule
be
is
first
6 seconds, right?
warning.
The rule is 6 to 7 seconds, right? That
Yeah,
within
yeah,
6 seconds you have to release the ball.
yeah,
6 seconds were not completed by then. How can
yeah.
you give an indirect free kick?
Yeah, I mean, even if it happens, let's say it goes beyond 6 7 seconds, I think you
Hmm.
let it for the first time. I mean, you have to have
Yeah,
that spirit as well. I mean, we can say, okay, it's a rule, and no, no, no. You just one time you give the warning. It's just like when you see it's a 10 minute and someone goes for rash tackle, you say, oh man, that was offense. Another time, it's allow. I think because they're cynical decisions, and sure one can
yeah,
say okay, see the rule book, see the rule book, there is, but there is so many times. I mean, you can count 6 seconds for India as well. We'll found
yeah,
that it didn't happen in those sites. So
yeah.
I think one of the thing was, yeah, he
Harsh,
might be,
harsh, very harsh, I would say.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he might be right, but uh, what do you make of India though? I think their Manisha, I think for sure the standout player. What do you make of her
Manisha is the
performance?
standout player. Grace Dangmai was brilliant. Bala Devi, I want to congratulate all Indians who are watching right now. If you are watching, Bala Devi scored her 50th goal. And with Manisha, I think Jyoti Chauhan, when she came off from the bench, she had a lot of pace and she created a lot of problem for. By that time, I think Sarah Khan had come up as the right back, so she was she was struggling a lot.
So, I mean, he asked the question, do you see any chance against the champion side, Bangladesh? Yes. What do you think? Any chance against
No,
Bangladesh?
yeah. To be honest with you, I think Pakistan has no chance now. Uh, because look, I know my players. I have interviewed them. I know them personally. Some of them. I know that their confidence has been shattered a lot after this scoreline because we were not expecting that we would concede 5 goals because we were thinking in Pakistan that maybe we would concede 3 goals max 3 goals. But now the problem is that we have been defeated by 5-2 and 5-2 is not a good score line by any means. Yes, we have scored 2 goals for the first time in history against India. That is a positive, but in the grand scheme of things, it does not matter. Plus, India will have to beat Bangladesh by 3-0, and we have to beat Bangladesh. I don't think we can beat Bangladesh, not right now.
I mean, so you say that coach wants to build from the back and all those things. Will he set up little bit more, let's say, defensively? I don't think maybe pragmatic maybe against Bangladesh.
Look, when you are playing in competitions like Euros, right, or like Copa America, like SAFF, so you have to be pragmatic. You cannot be attacking all the time. We criticize Gareth Southgate a lot that he used to become very pragmatic during Euros and all that. But he always used to get you to the semis and the finals. Why? Because he was result oriented. My problem is not building from the back. My main problem is the girls on the bench. They were substituted after the 82nd minute. Why? When you know that in Pakistan we don't play regularly, we have not played a single national teams match game in 1 year. You know this that after this SAF, we will not play for the next 1 year. There is a big chance. Then why you did not substitute the girls on the bench? And you had diaspora players on the bench. You had Kainat Bukhari, who is currently residing in Netherlands, and she has spent all her life in Netherlands. Then why you did not use her abilities? That's the biggest concern. But I think yes, the answer of your question is yes, he will learn because he learned in the second half. He learned that we should play on direct route of football or direct style of play. We should play like that. So I think he will sit back.
So when you say about second half, like so my theory is sometimes we see one team played well in the second half, but what I feel is when his score line is 4-1, when his score line is 4-1, I think it kind of helps the team that's behind three goals, you know, because the team with the four goals will relax a bit. Because if we
Yeah.
see some of the goals that Pakistan scored, the little bit you can feel okay. India little bit they thought okay now comfortable because it's three goals lead. So what I feel is in second
Mm,
half maybe Pakistan looked better,
mm.
but I think more it is down to the way India thought about it. Yes, for
Nahi,
sure they motivated.
I think our process, our passing, and our tempo, and our gameplay. I think I will look at that significantly, and I will look at that in a microscopic level. Because yes, you're right. India की जो steam है वो खत्म हो गई. They had no steam anymore, and they went from fourth gear to first gear. That can happen, and yes, that has happened in this game. But I think you cannot say that that was completely down to them that they went into the first gear.
I
I
mean,
think
yeah, I
Pakistan
mean,
played
yeah,
Pakistan played well as well because we went into fourth gear. We went into
yeah,
our fourth gear because we were counter-attacking continuously. Hanif's chance, Zahmina Malik's chance, countless chances there were between the 45th and the 65th minute, and even the 70th minute. We were trying to fight back until the 70th minute. Then they had more control because they made substitutions on time, and we did not make any substitutions till the 82nd minute, which was baffling for me that we did not even think of substituting when we had talented players on the bench, and that frustrates me a lot. But I think Pakistan went into fourth gear as well. If India went into the first gear, I think we went into the fourth gear.
yeah. I mean, I'm not taking any credit from the players. I mean,
Um,
they tried their
yeah,
best, and what they failed was
yeah,
they are individually quite good players. In
yeah.
certain,
Individually, yeah,
let's say if we make playing 11 from the both the teams, I mean 2 3 players can slot in best 11. That's what I feel. Even when you see Indian team and Pakistani team, because what I feel was they were quite comfortable under the pressure. Few players are
but I
so comfortable
feel
under the pressure. But
Raj bhai, I would add one thing here. You are absolutely right. I think our players should play in Nepal because they can play in Nepal. Maybe women's league in Nepal whenever it happens. I don't know whether it's happening right now,
it's happening. It's
but
happening.
it's happening. So I think our local players, especially Soha Hirani, she can definitely play in Nepal, the number
Yeah, yeah,
nine who scored a goal
yeah.
against India today. And I think they can also play in Bangladesh Women's League. That league has not started yet, but I think today our girls have proved that they can play in other leagues outside of Pakistan, and I think they should play. We cannot play in India; that is not possible, obviously, but we can play in Nepal. Even our player Alamgir Ghazi, he got an offer from Nepal Super League team.
Ah.
So I think our girls should try for different South Asian leagues, or they should try for Qatari league or UAE league, or maybe even in the second or third tier of Saudi league. They should try.
So, do you think the quality, let's say, people say the technical stuff things. So, I think, do you think it's not about technical or anything? Do you think it's more to do with the physical? You don't think these players are ready physically? Physically, I don't mean like being a physical, but what I mean is having the
Hmm.
90 minutes in your tank, having the legs to play 90 minutes. Because what I felt was, I mean, after 70 minutes, game was gone. I have to be very completely honest, but everything looked slow
Yeah.
for Pakistan.
Yes.
But before that, what I felt was the decision making. And
Yeah.
many will say decision making is a technical thing. Yes, for sure. It is a technical thing. But when you cover ground up and down thrice, then when
Yeah.
you are receiving your ball, your touch will feel heavy because you haven't experienced that in a long time. So that's
Yes.
what I kind of felt, because so many heavy touches, and that ground is quite fine. That's one of the finest ground in Nepal. So that's
Yeah.
quite fine ground. So what I felt was maybe there is something about physicality which is hampering their technical side as well.
Yeah, you're right, because especially the local players, there were four local players who were playing in that playing 11. And then Anmol Hira came on. She's also a local player. She's like in Bangladesh, they say Pahadi Ladki, the girl from the mountains. So our
Yeah,
Hira is from Gilgit, and she's also from the mountains. So the thing is, with players who are from the from the hills, they are mostly very good in terms of work rate, and
yeah,
that
yeah,
is why I said that Anmol Hira should start at right back. She did not start. They are very good at on work rate, but they do not have, mostly don't have technical ability, especially in Pakistan. I'm talking about, they don't have technical ability. But if you say to them that you have to bombard forwards and you have to track back like Andrew Robertson, they will do it. So, in my opinion, yes, you're right. The local players after the 70th minute, and even some diaspora players after the 70th minute who don't play regularly for their clubs, after the 70th minute, their energy was down, down, and down. It was like a complete deterioration of energy. And this is why, Raj, I am saying time and time again, we should have made a substitution after the 65th minute.
yeah. I mean, uh, I think I think in 60 something or 56. I don't know when India did the substitution. I think 56 or something when they did their substitution. I mean, the team
Yeah,
that's leading by 2 goals is substituting because he knows that we can control this game from now on and maybe bring the fresh legs. Because I think he obviously started his strongest 11. I don't think he thought, okay, I will start, let's say, little bit level 2 team. I think he started his best players. Even he is thinking he wants to go forward and make those changes. And when you see Pakistan, do you think coach kind of could not trust his bench? Maybe there is something that coach obviously knows more than us. I mean, I'm not disregarding him, but do you think coach trusted those 11 more than the bench?
in my opinion, I think the coach tried to be over clever like Pep Guardiola. Sometimes Pep Guardiola becomes very over clever. You remember his game against, I think, Lille or Lyon in the Champions League quarterfinals a few
Yeah,
years back when he
Leon,
was
Leon, Leon,
eliminated.
Leon.
Lyon, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
and
Musa
he was
Dembele.
eliminated. Yeah, in that game against Chelsea in 2021, he did
Yeah.
not play with a DM, a proper DM, Pep. Here, our Pakistani Pep, Adil
Musa Dembele.
Rizki, he because he's bald as well. He played a right back who's not a right back, just to build up from the back, because that player who's not a right back, Sana Mehdi, I'm talking about Sana Mehdi, she's technically good on the ball. Only that was the only reason that she played as a right back. Otherwise, Sana Mehdi is a number 8 player. Like she is a half spaces player like Bernardo Silva or like Pedri or Gavi. Something of that profile. She's that player. She has played in Burnley Football Club. Like for heaven's sake, you are playing a Burnley Football Club player in her wrong position at right back. I don't think Adil Rizki played, first of all, his best playing 11. That was not the best playing 11. And number two, his substitutions were disastrous. Absolutely. Just like Eric Ten Hag.
Some baldness there. Yes. The issue is the baldness.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
yeah, you touched the quite good opinion because playing your number 8 as a right back and
Yeah.
knowing she's up against uh, such good wingers, she's
Yeah.
up against such good wingers. Then that's quite a mistake. And I think he kind of, I mean, that's what usually those guys from La Masia do. See, he kind of, thought that just playing the ball and having those rotations, we can just fuck them up. But the thing is,
He,
yeah,
I'm sorry, I'm cutting you off.
no, it's fine.
The he underestimated the first line of press from India.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
all I'll say.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And he underestimated big time. He
Yeah.
underestimated big time. And
Big
one of
time.
the things, those number threes were so high, and everyone was just blocking the pass to fullback. Those wingers just blocking the fullback, sitting in center back. Now the thing that baffled me was the
Yeah.
ability, let's say, the Maria has and Kyla has, and you can play those vertical pass, and it's not like, so I was listening to the commentary. No, I didn't have an option, I had the mute option, but it's like I also need to understand the players names. So I was just on, I
Yeah,
had a
yeah,
comment,
I understand that. Yeah.
and I went, and I heard something that just make me twisted in my brain. So what I heard was Nadia, Nadia isn't dropping down. So then I heard something that was Suha played as a three center back system in a second half. I don't know what the
Yeah.
fuck it
Yeah.
was. You
Acha,
know,
let me explain that. Let me explain that what the commentator was saying. First of all, Nadia Khan is a right winger. She plays for Karachi City. She plays for Doncaster Rovers in England. She plays all matches on the right wing. She is not a false nine. She was playing as a false nine. So she was supposed to give those in behind runs, and then she was supposed to drop between the lines of defense and the midfield. Okay, between the lines. That was her job. Okay, she was not dropping between the lines, but the question is the two number eights, Ramin and Sana, sorry, Amna Hanif, Amna and Ramin, the two number eights, were they dropping deep? Were they falling back when we were building from the back? The answer is no. And we were failing in the first pass from the defensive line to the midfield line. The problem was our two number eights were not dropping deep. That was the issue.
so what I was trying to say was there was option. So you toss upon number eight. So there was option to place those passes, and
Yeah.
even so these are the things. So I have recently stood on the touch line and had that experience of being a coach and lifted the trophy for the first time. So what I want to say was, I heard saying, okay, the Pakistani team played this formation, so Indian coach started to press high. I don't think that was the sense. What I think is, I don't think India did their analysis and came, okay, we're gonna press Pakistan because of the way they play. I don't think so. I think they just wanted to play their game.
Yeah.
They
Absolutely.
just wanted to play their game. And those high pressing thing is why? Because India is the best team in the SAFF. If we
Yeah, yeah.
agree or disagree, that's opinionative. But when I see that they are the best team, so they will have that
I don't agree
arrogance.
with you, by the way. I don't agree with you here because I think
Even
Bangladesh and Nepal
Bangladesh.
are going to be in the final.
No, 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 no. I mean, see, the thing is, I know about Nepal, and I know about Bangladesh as well, and I know about India. But what I'm trying to say is, they
Yeah,
have lifted this trophy 5 times
yeah, yeah, they
or
have.
six.
Ah,
I don't
bilkul.
think they will come here and think, oh no, man, oh okay, let's see Pakistan how they will build. I don't think so. I think they will have that arrogance in them. So
Yeah,
when community said, okay, India, little bit, India thought about Pakistan, so they are pressing. I know. I don't think it. What baffled me was how this information did not came across that manager's brain. That they will press high. This is what baffling me. How did he
I'm
thought?
sure he watched many matches. Listen, Raj, I'm sure he watched many matches, but
Yeah,
I think he did not watch the right kind of matches. For example, where India was winning, how did they press then? When India was losing, how did they press then? Because when the game state changes, India's press changes with the circumstances and with the situation. Okay? That is very important to understand. I think he did underestimate the first line of press. I'm not talking about the whole pressing. I'm
yeah,
talking
whole
about the
press wasn't
first
in
line of
sync.
press.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't think
yeah.
whole press was in the sync. I will very
Yeah.
honest. When I was India's press, that's not sync press. That is
Not
just to offload you. Just to make center
yeah.
back, pull the ball away. That's
Yeah.
that was their thing. And what I felt, he had those kind of rotations. Right now, I don't think I can show the match. I was watching the match before. They had that. What Pakistan wanted to do, Okay, number 8 makes inside run. Okay, okay. Left back. Okay, winger. Okay. Now the thing is, they did not pass when they should pass. You can
Yes,
have whole bloody structure. No, I can always, go and say 3-2 build up. Oh, this wing, happy space, this cross, this. But when you don't understand the timing of the pass,
timing.
whole rotation is ruined. So what I
Yeah,
felt was it isn't about tactical or anything. It's just about sensing the pass. So many times they just did not sense that pass. So
yeah,
yes, I mean I'm sympathizing with the coach, and sympathizing with the coach because what coach can do is give the structure. And
yeah,
in football, sometimes we just praise coach as in he's everything. I mean, he is
yeah,
everything for sure. He's the blue. He set up the blueprint. But when those players just can't execute those kind of things, I think that ruins. Plus, by seeing the quality of this backline, and again, I don't know, the midfield lost every duels in the first half.
yeah. First line, first duel, second ball, first ball. We were winning second balls in the second half, but we were not winning it in the first half. And secondly, Raj, your team Nepal also has great players like Rekha Podal and Sabitra
Samar.
Bandari. Yeah, they are Saru Limbu. They are very good players, and some of them are playing in French league, some of them are playing in UAE league, in different leagues which are top tier leagues. But what you have to understand is that Nepal has played matches in 2024. Women's team
Wow.
has played some kind of matches, 3 or 4 matches, okay, but they have played matches in 2024. Pakistan has not played matches since September 2023, whether local or diaspora, that does not matter. If you are not playing matches together, you are not having training camps, you will not understand when to make that pass and when to release that pass and when to make that run in behind. Training, the more training sessions, the more you will understand it. You cannot understand it right now because the diaspora players of Pakistan and the local players of Pakistan are not playing at all for the last 13 months together. So that's the thing.
No tactics will work. I mean, that way,
Yeah,
I mean, so
yeah.
that makes his job harder as well. I mean, for the coach, I mean, if he can't have the matches, I don't think how he gonna execute. I mean, you can be UEFA Pro license. I think in this tournament, he is someone with highest license. I think. So,
Yeah, I think he has UEFA A
I
or Pro license, something like that. Yeah,
yeah,
A or Pro.
he had UEFA. Yeah. So I kind of research about him. So when you talk about Pakistani league in Pakistan, I saw you went for the commentary as well in one of those matches.
Yeah,
What's the level like
I
there?
covered the semi-final and the finals.
Yeah, yeah, I
Yeah,
saw that. What's the level like?
bro. The listen. First of all, that league happened after 2021. That was the first women's league in 3 years. First of all, that is not a league. League means home and away matches. That is a league. You have a table. You have a champion. We don't have a league concept in Pakistan. In Pakistan, we have a championship. First round, 3 matches. For example, Raj is managing, let's suppose, Karachi United. Raj is managing Karachi United. He has to get past those 3 matches. If he doesn't, he's out. So in
Oh,
3 years, you are playing 3 matches. If you get past that round one, then you go to round two, you get 6 matches. Round two. Then you get quarterfinal, then you get semi-final, then you get final. So in Pakistan, the issue is a normal team, a normal local club is getting 3 matches. Women's club is getting 3 matches in 3 years. Competitive level. This is the highest competitive level of Pakistan. So it had no quality, obviously, because Karachi City was winning 44-0 against a team like by the name of Mohsin Gilani. I've never heard of that team in my life. How can you win by 44-0? So how can you say that the Pakistan Women's League has a quality? It has no quality. Obvious.
I mean,
It's obvious.
44 nil. I mean, that's the score. That's the close score that India got all out today. I mean, 44.
Yeah.
So that's quite a number. That's quite a number. Yes,
Yeah.
but I want to say, okay, I haven't talked. I have talked on your channel about something that I have done, and so how was your commentary experience as well? I have done commentary in few places, few small places. So how was your commentary experience as well?
Commentary experience was good. That was great. I learned a lot because I was commentating for a national TV channel, one of the main TV channels of Pakistan, Geo Super, for the first time in my life. I have done commentary for various YouTube channels before, but this was the first time I was going live on TV. So the transmission was brilliant, and it was a great experience. But the matches, the quality of the matches, I would say the matches were pretty, how should I say it, one sided. They were one sided because one team had quality at 2x, the other team had quality of 10x. It was like that. So that was the issue.
Uh, I mean, talking about the SAFF. So tomorrow we have Nepal versus Bhutan. One of the match we're talking about Nepal is what I mean. I want to go through what makes you think that Nepal like has the chance. I think you said Nepal versus Bhutan will be the final. How did you
Nay, I
come to that?
said Nepal versus Bangladesh might be the final.
Nepal versus Bangladesh. Yeah, sorry, sorry. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So how did you come to that conclusion?
I think you guys have enough quality in your squad that you can at least reach the final. I do think because you look at the names first of all, you have a good formation and you have been playing matches in 2024. Your women's team has been playing, they have been getting exposure. If I am not mistaken, you guys played against Myanmar this year, right? Women's
And
team. Do you remember?
I don't think so. We only played a WAF. I think we played a WAF and we have
You
league.
played
I don't think.
yeah, 2 3
Yeah,
matches. Yeah.
yeah.
And And you have played, I think, more than 5 matches in this 2024 calendar.
2024, we might have. We might have.
Yeah,
We might
around
have.
5 matches.
Yeah.
So I think you have been exposed to international level. Plus, if you look at the experience of the players, especially the players like Sabitra Bandari, especially players like Anjila Subha, she's playing in Greece right now. You look at those players, you know that these players can get you to the final. Secondly, your group is easier than the group of Pakistan because
Yeah, yeah, easily.
Bhutan, Sri Lanka, Maldives, right? Maldives is the third one. Pakistan defeated Maldives 7-0 in the last SAFF Women's Championship. So if Maldives scores even one goal against you, you should be very worried.
Yeah,
First of all, you should be
yeah.
thrashing them like 10-0 or 8-0.
Yeah.
And Bhutan, I think Bhutan will qualify because they are a very technically solid team. I have seen their matches. Bhutan women's team played against Bangladesh. I saw that match. So I think Bhutan will be second in that group and Nepal will top that group. Then you either face, I think you will face Bangladesh. You might face Bangladesh if Bangladesh comes second. If Bangladesh tops their group, then you will play India in the semi-final. I think Nepal can beat India in the semi-final because India is 68th rank in the world. They conceded 2 goals for the first time in their history against Pakistan. Their defense is shaky and their defense is not good enough. Everyone knows that now. So I think Nepal can exploit India and you will defeat India, and I think Nepal will be in the final. I think so.
And question only lies on can Nepal lift the trophy. I think this team. I mean, one of the thing is so in my memory, I don't know team better than this. I mean, in context
Yeah,
of Nepal, so I don't think
yeah.
there has been better bunch of players than these. And yeah, of course, Savitra is there, and I think she will be someone who can easily
Sabitra will
score.
not play in the first 2 matches, by the way. She will not play
I
in the first
I
two
think
matches.
she won't play in first match. I think she might be
First match.
available for. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There is
So
a guy named Tashi Gurung. He always messages me from Nepal. So Tashi Gurung told me that she won't be available for 2 matches.
I think he comments on my channel as well.
Yeah, Tashi is a very old subscriber of mine.
Yeah. So I mean, the news in the start was she won't be available for 2 games, but now we are hearing is she might be available for second match. So that's
Okay,
what we're. Yeah. So I mean,
so that's
so
confirmed,
I
right? That's
what?
confirmed.
Ah,
The
yeah.
second match.
That's what I saw. Yeah, yeah, that's what I saw. second, she will be available, and uh, Rekha has came back, so she will of course start as a striker. That's what I think, striker or number 10. But I think I also made videos saying that this is do or die for Nepali women's team. The thing is, I think so many times there has been times when Nepal had good bunch of players. I mean, in even men and in women's. So, but we never were able to win the trophy. I mean, Nepal women's team hasn't won the trophy. They hasn't
Yeah,
won.
Nepal has never won it. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So we haven't. We have been 11 finals, and we have win
yeah.
zero. So that's the big challenge for this team. So even in
Do
the
you think
WAF,
there is a problem of mentality like South Africa in cricket? There is a problem of that.
mentality problem for sure. I mean, see,
Yeah,
so I was very critical in WAF about this team. I like the way they played for sure. Yes, they can do better. I mean, you can say that about every game. Someone
yeah,
could do better. Yeah, of course. But they did play better. And in final we didn't have Savitra. And
yeah.
the thing is, in Nepal and even from the outside, things are very much circulated around Savitra. And it's true. She is the best player. There's no doubt about that. But the thing
She's
is,
miles
there are
ahead. She's probably better. She's probably going to break the record of Bala Devi. She's probably going to
yeah,
break it.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
I think she has
What
already broken it. I'm not sure, but I think she has already broken it.
number of goals for Nepal? I think she is. I think
She
she
has
might have
53
broken
goals. Huh?
that in WAF.
She has
I,
53.
I think she
Yeah,
broke that in WAF. I think. Let
yeah,
me
she
check. I
broke
think.
that. Yeah, yeah, she
I think
broke it.
total number of
She has broken
goals.
it.
Uh,
Because Bala Devi scored her 50th goal, unfortunately, against Pakistan, but she scored her 50th goal today.
yeah, yeah. So I think she might have. Savitra might have, or I think it was career goal. I don't know. I have to
Hmm.
look once. So 46 international career goal. Yes, she is close.
Hmm.
46. She needs four. So I think Maldives game might help. I don't know when is Maldives game, but if Maldives game is in the corner when she arrives, I think that might help. So what I'm trying to say
She
is,
has also played in the Champions League, right? She has played in the Champions League, Sabitra.
she did not play in the Champions League. I think she didn't start
Oh,
in the Champions League. She didn't start in
I
the
see.
Champions League. So she of course she's one of the most talented. But there is Priti Rai,
Yeah,
I think, very underrated one. In Nepal,
yeah,
she is.
Preeti, I've heard about it. Yeah, I,
Yeah,
I've,
yeah.
I've
So
heard about it.
she's miles ahead in the pitch. I mean, uh, even in a WAF, she was easily outnumbering those players. So she's miles ahead. She's miles ahead. So I expect them to be in the finals. But what I want is trophy. I think what I want is trophy. I just
And
want.
I'm sure Nepal is very desperate for it because they haven't won it in men's or women's, the SAFF, the coveted
Yeah,
SAFF championship. So
yeah,
yeah, I understand. It's like the Premier League for, it's like what Premier League was for Liverpool.
yeah.
It's like that.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
don't know if Rajendra Tamang is our club. I don't know if he is our club. He's the coach, and he has been
yeah.
playing. He has been
Rajendra
playing.
Tamang, yeah, I've heard about him. Does he
Uh,
play long ball football or does he play like short passes and build up from the back?
so, what I think is when you have someone like Savitra, I think
Hmm.
your instinct will be to say the midfielder just put the ball on the channels like that. Just
Okay.
you have because she can easily outnumber those defensive lines. But that was my biggest concern in WAF as well. So
Yeah.
the thing is, we have team that can have at least two plans, not just once, at
Hmm.
least two plans. Okay, this is the first way we're gonna play. This second way we're gonna play. But in WAF, we were so good with Savitra, with Priti. We were so good. We just out muscled them. And in finals, we were leading that final. We for 78 minutes we were leading that
Hmm.
finals. Then we lost that finals on penalties, and that's
Yeah.
when it triggered me about the mentality.
mentality.
Yeah, so
But
that's going
don't
it.
you think that you have like lost? I don't know if the Nepali coaching team has a sports psychologist, because when you lose 11 finals, that brings a lot of psychological dent. And I think there comes a sports psychologist and he should be there with the team. I think there
I
should be
mean,
one. Yeah.
I'm no, no, we don't have sports psych. Pakistani team
You
has
don't have.
a sports psychologist.
We used to have last year, but not right now.
Oh. I mean, that concept is not in Nepal. I mean, see, you are
This
just
that concept is not in South Asia as well, the whole of South
yeah,
Asia, apart from India
yeah,
maybe. But
yeah,
like for example, South Africa, no, they hired a sports psychologist, and yes, we know they are chokers in cricket, but they at least reached the final of T20 World Cup. So
yeah.
that's
Yeah,
it.
I mean, it helps. I mean, of course, it helps. I think
Yeah,
Ralph Rangnick wanted to bring sports psychologist in
yeah,
Manchester United as well. So,
yeah,
so
yeah.
yeah,
He
it
wanted
helps.
to.
Yeah, but I mean, in context of Nepal, so in my sense, what is mentality? I think the thing is, it's lack of preparation sometimes that tends to become mentality as well, and
Hmm.
sometimes. So this is I don't know. So what I'm saying is, when they lost that WAF, there was the medal ceremony. The medal
Hmm.
ceremony happened, and what I saw was coaching team was happy,
Hmm.
you know, and some players were like, oh, this, you know. So what I thought was, man, you lost the final, you were leading for 78 minutes.
And you are a quality team as well, by the way.
Yeah,
So
you know.
you're not like
So
Pakistan that we don't have a league or we don't have a structure. You're not like that.
I
So
think in terms of women's football, I think we don't have a structure. I think so. What is happening in Nepal is we have departmental teams, APF,
okay.
you know,
Yeah, I
APF.
know about APF. Yes, I
Yeah.
know about
So
APF.
what happens is they are training regularly. They will
Hmm.
have those things. We don't have other club structures. Like you can't say, okay, from this club. No, no. Mostly it will be player from APF or army. No. We will have player from a department. So it looks like we have a good team. So maybe we have a good structure, but that's not the case. We don't have the
Hmm.
good structure. The thing is, APF is holding the Nepali women's team.
Yeah.
They have generated the players. They have those intensity to add those intensity, and few here and there player from the club. But we don't have the structure. I mean, this league. I mean, you said like the round one, round two. It's similar. It's round one, round two, round three. We
It's a
go like that.
championship. It's not a league then. It's a championship.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, they will play 13 matches, but it's named like round one, this, that way. But it's a league, but it happens on one ground. So it's one ground, that's NPA complex, it's artificial turf. Every team plays there. No home, no away, no anything. Just come, play there, okay, finished. So, main thing is, I think there are a few extraordinary players that has made the situation functional. It isn't functional, but they make it look like it's functional. So that's what I was saying.
You mean
When I saw
you
those
mean they
coaching,
have God gifted talent?
they have got
They have God gifted talent. You mean those players?
yeah.
It's
So
not because of the system. It's because of their own ability.
yeah, it's purely about their own ability. I don't think Rekha went on to play AFC, AFC Challenge, AFC Champions League. She plays for Al Nassr. I don't think it's down to the league. It's not down to this fucking NFR. No, it isn't. The thing is, when we see you won't support someone in their downfall. When they reach the top, okay, see, we provided this, we did this, we did that. No, I mean, come on. She just went on to on her. I mean, agent from Nepal did help. I think Ibishu helped. She had that quality. There are few players who can go and play abroad for sure. So Abu Dhabi, I think Abu Dhabi, not Al Nassr. I think Abu Dhabi maybe. I
Abu
forgot
Dhabi.
the name.
She's playing in Abu Dhabi right now. Yeah, Rekha. Yeah.
Yeah. So Abu Dhabi. Yeah. I think she scored against Al Nassr. I think
Uh,
that's what
yeah,
was in
she
my.
scored. Yeah, ठीक.
Yeah. So when I still saw those coaching staff being happy that they have this second medal, So that's when it triggered me. Okay, we are just happy to be
It's
here.
like Arshad Nadeem in Pakistan. Like Arshad Nadeem was not supported by the government, and then he won the gold medal. And then
Yeah,
everyone in the government was like, we did it for him. We
yeah,
were
yeah.
the ones who supported
You
him
know,
in his
yeah.
bad times.
Yeah.
Uh,
So that's what I wanted to say to Nepali women's team. You know the dangal dialogue when like Amir Khan says, "बेटा
yeah,
अगर
I've
तू
seen.
सेकंड आएगी तो तू तुझे दोस्त कुछ दिन के लिए याद करेंगे मगर
Uh,
बेटा अगर तू फर्स्ट आई तो तू मिसाल बनेगी." that's what
Misal
he
Bani.
said. Oh,
Yeah,
so that's what needed for this team for sure. See,
yeah,
what I think is so this is my problem with people that don't follow football and try to have the best opinion about football. So I'm all good. You put the story, you say, oh wow, Nepal team, all fine, man. Just give the mileage. I don't care. But God, but don't put your statement, not opinion. I'm talking about statements. So when Nepali team lost in the WAF final, so again, those wannabes, they just bacteria just woke up and said, "Okay, this is so good by this team without any facilities. They have been doing this. Yes, of course, brother. But in 12 minutes, if you had lead that game for 12 fucking minutes, you had the trophy. Then you can say,
yeah,
without you guys doing anything, we had the trophy now.
yeah,
We are so happy to be second and be recognized. You know, the thing is, we are so happy to be there, and it's not just uh, this women's team. It goes for
yeah.
all. It goes for all. Everything that Nepal participates in. We are so happy that someone knows us. So recently in Paralympics, we won medal. Nobody knew her before that. Even if she, let's say, lost that medal by few margin, what would people say? Oh, without any support, she reached there. For sure, she reached there without any support. But when today she won the medal, everybody facilitated her. The coach got chance to coach.
Yeah.
He got something, she got something. So I'm sure there has to be system, there has to be flow, but there isn't a system. So you have to demand the system. You have to prove that you fucking deserve it, and it will
And
for sure.
I'm sorry, I'm cutting you out. There won't be a system in South Asia for the next
Yeah,
50
yeah, yeah, yeah.
years.
That's
It
what I'm
will be
saying.
yeah,
That's what I'm saying. You have to bully your way. If
yeah,
Arshad Nadim did not won that, I mean, you talk about Arshad Nadim. I was watching that match, and it was
mm,
so beautiful. I think that's the first time when I saw when Pakistani won, Indians were appreciating. That is so beautiful. So that's what I liked
yeah,
about that part. When he won, everybody was like, "Wow, okay, he won." There is hardship for sure. There is hardship for sure. But
mm,
even if he came second, let's say, I can guarantee you there is only been wow, what an achievement. But nothing more than that.
yeah.
Nothing more than they will again people
Agreed.
will sit, they will again write an article, they will say, okay, without any investment, Arsad Nadim did this. Imagine what they will do with the investment. Yes, but nothing will happen after that. This is the
But now,
reality.
Raj, now when he has won the gold medal, there is another guy who is in javelin, and his name is Yasir Sultan. So now the government is trying to, they are not helping him, but they are trying to take some kind of steps to help him because Arshad Nadeem became successful. That's why.
Yeah. It
Otherwise,
happened.
Yasir Sultan would have gone no backing.
Yeah, I mean, see, when people say there is no system and thing, I mean, there is no system in so many countries.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, there is no system in so many countries. When people say, okay, there is system, I mean, come on. There is no coaching system in England. If we're gonna have that debate, the coaches who do coaching badges in England are been complaining about that. Imagine the football hub can't produce a coach who is capable to lead their national side. So I mean, there is systematic failure as well. So it will lie. It happens in the UK. It happened for so long for German. For Germany, they lowered the coaching badges prices. They opted coaching badges. Why? Because they could not win it for so many times. So they just changed that thing, and the system change happened. So for Nepal to begin here and to say, okay, we have to change things. I mean, see, now the player who plays for national team. I mean, let's say Nepal, even Nepal A, those A side, Nepal A in cricket, those players got sold for 10 lakhs, 10
Yeah.
lakhs Nepal in NPL, Nepal Premier League. You know
Nepal Premier League.
why that happened? Because the team won. The team won. They won't go and they did miracle. And not just this team. Even before in 2014, when those
Hmm.
players did not have bat. Now imagine you lose the match and you come out and say, okay, we didn't have the proper bat. What will people say? Oh,
Yeah.
okay, good, good, good. Yo, without bat, wow, oh, wow, wow. But
Yeah.
when you win without proper bat, now people will say, okay, if these guys can achieve this without any investment, I mean, they can achieve bigger now, and people will want to invest. And one of the things that people need to understand, people will say, oh, South Asian countries do not invest in sports because there is no budget, brother. There is no budget. You can say it's harsh reality. I mean, it's really sorry reality. It's really sorry reality. There is no
Hmm.
budget, but when you win, there will come sponsorship. Things will change. In South Asia, you have to win. Without
Hmm.
when you, I mean, imagine Kapil, those guys did not win. You think Indian cricket
Yeah.
will be here? No.
Yeah.
We all know how they went there. What was the pay? So I think we have to win. If we and one thing is, I want them to win for them. It's not like my ego. Oh, they have to win so I can sleep good at night. No, man. It's not about me. I just want them to
Yeah.
have good footballing environment. They can, let's say, just like men's NSL, they can have women's NSL. They can
Yeah.
play. And the thing is, it's not just about money. The thing is, I mean, you pointed it out, right? Even in Pakistan, if you have better leagues, let's say you have the better leagues, not rounds. What happens is now you have the footage of the player.
There is
And
no footage of the player right now.
yeah, yeah. So trust me, it's it's so easy for people from players from women's Pakistan team, and let's say people from Nepal women's team.
Yeah.
They can easily go and play for better leagues. This is guaranteed. Right now, scouts and agents are looking for women's player, not men's
Yeah.
player. One main player, I will guarantee you, not one might happen, sometimes it happens. More than one player isn't sellable in Nepal, in
Yeah.
bigger league, not even top 10. Let's just say, Saudi and these all, they won't be sellable. But women's team, women player, they will be sellable. So why they need to win right now? Because when they win, it's like, okay, this from national team, this player has won. Okay, these
Hmm.
are the winners. Okay, now when you see they play in the NSL, they have the footage where they can judge. I mean,
Yeah.
how they gonna judge you when you are playing in these local leagues? You don't have enough footage of those players. For sure, you played the 90 minutes, but there is not a
Yeah.
one single data that says that you have played certain these many minutes.
Raj, sorry, I'm cutting you off. The thing is, our player, our best local player, Alamgir Ghazi, he was offered a contract by Nepal Super League franchise, by Nepal Super League club. I don't remember the name of the club right now, but he was offered a proper, even though there were only footages of him playing for Pakistan. There were no domestic level footages. They saw his Pakistan matches and then they offered him that contract. I don't know even to this date why he refused that contract, but he was offered on the basis of his national Pakistan level performance. He was. So I don't know. Let's suppose we had a league, there would have been more players who would have played in Nepal Super League for
Yeah.
like 5 or 6 weeks.
I mean, for sure. I mean, uh, when you see this Suha, number 9, who played at DM,
Sohan Irani. Yeah.
she's such a brilliant player. And I mean, first of all, I'm disappointed. She should not cry. I mean, you should not cry, man. You should not cry. I don't like that. Should not cry. Uh, she's so brilliant. I mean,
Yeah.
few times she can make better decision when she's receiving. Sometimes she was behind the players, that's not a good position to be. For sure, she can improve. But when I mean, you touch on so good point. When these players in India they can't play. In
Yeah,
India they can't play.
yeah,
So let's say women NSL happens, and we have opportunity to bring this. And even if I am in charge of any women's team, women's NSL, I mean, I've been part of NSL for the men's side. I've been analyst.
I
Who is
know.
in my radar? Suare is in my radar. So these things, when league happens, these players can go so above. So this is my one issue. I don't know in Pakistan as well, in Nepal as well. Just give them platform to play. Don't give them
Yeah,
much. Just give them platform to play, man.
Raj,
Just the,
I have to tell you this. Soha, she played for 7 years at domestic level in small tournaments without any kind of money. Why? Because she is from an upper class family. She's not from a middle class family or a lower class family. She could afford it. Not every girl in Pakistan can
great idea.
afford, yeah, can afford without, she survived without receiving any kind of money for playing football. She was playing football for free. And now look where she is, scoring a goal against India. So I think she's a true example of hard work.
So I want to know what is football scene right now in Pakistan. What's happening in Pakistan? I mean, I have seen your every video. When you are uh, cursing someone. They have been trying to ruin this, and I know you will come back. I watch all those things. But I just wanted to. I was saying in Pakistan right now.
Raj, it all depends on the elections. All the Pakistani content creators and the experts, they have said it even in their Twitter spaces that when the elections will happen, either one president or the other president will come, and then he will be making those decisions. Because right now we do not have an elected body. We don't have an elected body like even like Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka has an elected body.
I mean,
Now, the thing with Sri Lanka, when they had an elected body, they tested their local players in the Aspire Academy of Qatar. They took their local players, they took them to Aspire Academy, and they
Cahill.
traveled there. Then
Cahill is there,
they,
right?
yeah, then they
Cahill.
did sessions there, all the local players. And then at that time, I think Tim Cahill said that, listen, these local players, you can never achieve anything with them. They are like finished, most of them, and you need diaspora players. And even though Sri Lanka, I think they do have a league, but their league is not like happening every single year. It's not happening every single year. So the thing is that they then try to bring diaspora players, and now look, they are drawing against the likes of Myanmar. They are beating Cambodia. They are beating players now because, and firstly, they have Andy Morrison, their Scottish coach, Scotland. He's from Scotland, so he's doing
Yeah.
a great job as well. And he's the reason that they are in the last round of the Asian Cup qualifiers, which we
Now
were
they
playing.
have Abdullah. Now they have Al Mutari.
What?
You're talking about Sri Lanka, right?
Yeah,
Now they have Abdullah Al Mutari. He was in charge when they won against.
yeah. Because I saw the last game on the. I checked the score on SofaScore, no, the last game. Check the score on SofaScore. So it was saying something like Andy Morrison is still their manager. So
No,
we'll
no,
have
no,
to check
Abdullah.
that.
Uh,
Abdullah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. They played against. I forgot
They played
Cambodia. They
against
played
Myanmar. They recently played against Myanmar.
Cambodia. I think they won against Cambodia. I
They
think
won
they played
against Cambodia. They recently played against Myanmar in this window.
in this window. Yeah, maybe. I think Abdullah Al Mutari is the interim coach right now. He was the national coach of Nepal as well. So I think that's the connection. When you said they went for Aspire Academy,
Yeah,
that's the connection with Abdullah Al Mutari. So
yeah.
Cahill, Abdullah Al Mutari. So they were trying to build that. So I think that's what you. So there is
Yeah.
no league right now happening in any level in Pakistan.
No, right now there is only one National Challenge Cup which happened in May, and that is like the poor man's FA Cup in Pakistan. So that was the only domestic competition in Pakistan. And the National Women's Championship happened, but that happened for only 3 weeks. As I told you, it is a championship, it is not a league. So it happens for like 2 weeks or 3 weeks. You cannot develop a player in 3 weeks. You know this better than me.
Yeah.
So the thing is that yes, Soha Hirani is a local player. She has gone on to another level because of her hard work, because of herself, not because of the system. It's because of her own God gifted individual talent and effort.
Any news about SAFF club champions? I think they said that 10 clubs, or I don't know. I saw that 10 clubs
It's not going
league.
to happen, bro. It's not going to happen.
I saw that. I don't know.
It's it's not going to happen.
SAFF
It's
club
a
champions.
hoax. It's a hoax. Nothing else.
It's it. I think it. India can win it easily. I mean, if this happens, I can't see any club from Nepal beating. I mean,
Well, if you send a franchise team, I don't know whether you will send a team from A League or your franchise league, but
we don't have franchise league. We don't have
Nepal
franchise
Super
league.
League. Nepal Super League is not a franchise league.
I was in women. I was thinking about women's
Ah,
football. Oh, no,
okay.
no, no. In men's, oh, no chance, man. Come on, we lost against Paro FC from Bhutan. I mean, come on, no, no,
No,
no chance.
what if you sent Lalitpur FC? What about that?
I mean, it's same team. See, the thing is, in Nepal, I will say one thing. If it's top tier club level, they will assemble the squad. That's in slow. So for match against Paro FC. So
Hmm.
this time, I mean, I can be Desdrohi. Desdrohi. You don't know?
Yeah, I know Deshdrohi. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So
Traitor.
people can a traitor. Yeah, people can call that because I was the analyst for
We
Paro
call it
FC.
we call it Gaddar in Urdu.
Yeah, yeah, Gaddar. Yeah, yeah. That's what's written when in Saudi India when he lost a match. Yeah. So yeah, I
Yeah.
remember. So this time
Every
I was with.
Pakistani calls me Gaddar, so I know the meaning of Deshdrohi.
Oh, so this time I was with Paro FC when they play
Yeah,
against Church Boys. So I was the analyst for Paro FC. So
yeah.
it same squad. You say Lalitpur, okay. The captain of Lalitpur plays for Church Boys, Ananda Tamang. The backline is same.
Ah,
Backline is
ironically.
same.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
few changes in midfield, but it's more like Nepal 11. Let's say it's more like Nepal
Ah.
11. The
So
best
there
player
are no
from
foreign players like quality foreign players in Nepal Super
yeah,
League who can.
yeah, but I mean the thing is they won't come for let's say club won't bring them for that money.
Okay,
That's the issue. They want to
okay.
bring. So this is like you are just struck. So you don't want to pay big money and bring the player. Neither you want to develop a club. So
Who is conducting the Nepal Super League in Nepal? Like Mukesh Ambani is conducting the ISL.
so, so he is like Mukesh Ambani of Nepal. Let's say he is not
Okay,
conducting. His son is conducting. His
his son.
son is no no. His son gives the. Let's say okay, they are conducting it, but Anita Ambani is like another call here. So Anita Ambani is the wife of one of the richest guy's son.
Okay,
So
okay, okay.
and she
Yeah,
is
I
the
got it.
president. She is the president,
Yeah.
and his brother. What a life he is living. His brother is like MD. So those two are running it. I think for NSL, I think it's very profitable for NSL, but not for clubs. So,
Does
but
the
not
money from the Nepal Super League seep into the A League? Does it go down,
no,
trickle down?
no.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't go to the clubs as well. That's the thing.
And that is problematic. That is why I think franchise league is problematic.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, franchise league isn't problematic if broadcast money is distributed.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
so
Yeah.
when broadcast money is distributed, it isn't a problem. So
Yeah.
and another thing is when you can. So this the main issue is there is no home and away. So it is franchise league, but it happens in the same ground where today SAF happened. Same ground every day.
Dasrat
You know,
Stadium. Dasrat
Yeah,
Stadium.
yeah,
Yeah.
every day. So what happens is, and that's the capital city of Nepal. And
Hmm.
if you are having a football match in the capital city of Nepal in Tuesday,
Uh,
how you gonna fill the stadium? So this time, so this is the period, this is the festive period in Nepal. So it is started 15 days ago. So it will now go. We even now we have, let's say, 15, 16 or 20 more days of this festive
hmm.
period. So it's like 1 month and more than 1 month. So this time
Yeah.
the schools and the colleges are closed.
Closed.
Yeah. So bachelor level plus you high
Yeah.
school.
Because of the festivities in Nepal. That's why.
Yeah, yeah, it's closed. So imagine you did not see the stadium even 1/4 packed today for this game. So I'm not
Yeah.
talking Nepal is not playing because no, no. The thing is about football.
Yeah.
So when football happens, regardless of
Yeah.
regardless of match or who is playing, it's SAFF. As a football fan, you would go. Which okay,
Yeah.
football fan, we'll go. So right now, that's the capital city of Nepal, and there is this festive period, and many are outside the capital as well. They go there to study and all those things. They are out as well. We can't fill that stadium 1/4, not even quarter. And when you see in NSL, we can't fill that stadium. That's the truth. You can make the reel out of final 40, 50 reels out from one final and say, wow, beauty of football in Nepal. No, brother, that's the lie. That's the
The
propaganda.
reality is something else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
reality is different. There is very different. I think the thing is that's the problem. We are faking the reality. The thing is progress happens when you face the reality. But when you don't wanna believe in reality and you're faking the reality, let's say when you are saying, "Oh, NSL is the backbone of Nepali football. This is gonna protect football." I mean, no, it won't happen. Why? Because first of all, it happens in Dasad Stadium. The ticket sales, it can't happen much. It's there trickling down. But when you bring that home and away pattern, I mean, let's say one club can sell at least 200 tickets, 200 tickets, 300 tickets for per match. At least we are just, I'm saying very few numbers. If
Yeah.
this football goes out of capital, I'm guaranteeing you there will be 500 seat filled, no doubt. Easily.
The the
500
thing is,
seats.
Raj, the thing is, if the money does not trickle down into A League, you cannot distribute that money to the youth academies of, for example, Church Boys United, okay, and the other different clubs, like you talked about APF club, for example. That is a department, that is not a club. There are
Yeah,
three departments, if I'm not mistaken, in Nepal.
yeah,
So three departments and 11 clubs. So those 11 clubs, those the youth academies of those 11 clubs can grow, can develop if you trickle that money from the. Okay, am I
yeah. I don't know.
am I
Someone hacked. I don't know. NSL
okay?
fired out. Yeah, okay.
Uh, so I think NSL should trickle down that money so your youth can develop, because without youth development, you know better than me, nothing
Yeah.
can be done.
No, I mean, the thing is, see, okay, when someone invest, okay, we talk so much about NSL. I've seen people
Mhm.
say, oh, NSL this, NSL that. The thing is, for each, I don't know, there are few NSL club, they have now, let's say, third or fourth owner. People who were in charge of that club in ISL second season are now in
Hmm.
charge of that club. They have sold that
Hmm.
club. Someone asked him why? Because there is no broadcast money.
Yeah.
So the thing is, when you have so many business owners, that can still go on. I mean, NSL has been going on
Hmm.
for 10th season now. It can go on because they can use their black money. That's the reality. Let's face it.
Yeah.
They can use
Even
that
in
in.
Pakistan, we are trying to bring in a PFL, and I am against it because I know they want to make their black money white. That's why I'm against it, and the people
Yeah,
in Pakistan do not understand that.
yeah,
That's the problem.
it's
Yeah.
it's the thing. They will be so in Nepal as well. That's the thing. But
Hmm.
when this football can go beyond the capital city, and they can
Yeah.
fill up the stadiums, and let's say You can just make, okay, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we will have the games. You don't need
Hmm.
games on Monday, Tuesday, you don't need that. If that happens, what happens is you can fill up the stadiums easily, and 500 ticket sales. I mean 500 ticket sales happens. That's a big number. And for one
Hmm.
ticket for, let's say, 200 rupees, I mean that's 10 lakh.
Yeah.
So easily you are easily giving that one, and that's for one match. I'm talking about one match for 10 lakhs. And if you give the opportunity for those clubs to host the game in their home, let's say uh, 5 matches out of 9 matches they play, let's say we give them 5 matches, that's 50 lakh. That's
There are
50
total
lakh.
9 franchises, if I'm not mistaken. No?
We had 10 franchise, but Virat Nagar
10 franchises.
FC did not play second season because I know the honor. So he said, "What's the point of putting money?" So what he
He has
said
more
was,
sense than the he has more sense than the entire Nepal Super League
yeah,
owners.
yeah, yes, and he's intelligent guy. He has done his football analysis related program
What
from
is the name of his franchise?
Virat Nagar FC.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have heard about it. Viratnagar
Yeah,
FC.
yeah, I have
Yeah.
done podcast with him.
They were in Nepal
He
Super League 1, I think. I think they
No,
were
no.
in that one.
Yeah, they were in
2.
Nepal Super League One. Yes, they
1.
were.
1 maybe.
They were
Yeah.
very good. They were very good team. They were very good team. They have very professional team. So he had done some course in football from Barca Innovation, from
Hmm.
Barcelona. He stayed Barcelona for 3 months, and he did that. So what his thing was, and I totally agree with that. What he said was, okay, I'm gonna put 10 rupees. It's not my issue, Elson. I'll put 10 rupees. But you tell me my 10 rupees will be back as a 11 rupees, not even 15, 20. As a 11
Yeah.
rupees, 3 days, 3 years later. I'm not also saying
Yeah.
I want right now. Just tell me my money will increase by one. I have to be in break even, and I will have profit of 1 rupee in 3 years' time. Tell me this,
Yeah.
then I will invest my money. That's what he said. So he did not play second season. Then what he did was he had enough land. He opened futsal. He has now football library. He has football lawns. He has football pub. Just because he did not play one season of NSL.
And he
Now he
saved his money because he knew there was no future of investing that money. No?
yeah, and now he has created the football hub in Nagar. So that's the
Yeah.
football hub now. Now you can, and they have that, like they can host the programs as well. So he have created that because he did not play one season. So if we do not, I mean, from one season to second season, you have one team that's backed. That's a poor sign of management. I mean, and now why NSL hasn't happened? So is in this time last year there was auction before I think we are in October 17 today. Before October 17, there was auction. I think
Option.
October 1st, yes, there was NSL's auction. We don't have that right now. Why? Because there are
Oh.
few clubs who don't want to play NSL. Who
Hmm.
doesn't want to play NSL now? Why? Because they don't have money. Why? Because there
Because
is no way they are gaining
they
those.
don't see any future either, and they don't know what's going to happen next. Plus, they are bankrupt, like literally
Yeah,
bankrupt.
yeah. I mean, I don't think. See, I don't think they are bankrupt. I think there's a
Hmm.
better way to use that money because most of the club has sponsors. Let's say from Yamaha,
Yeah.
from Hyundai, they have those
Yeah. Yeah.
sponsors. What they will do is those marketing money will be invested. They will go
Hmm.
statically. They will go in that way. But the thing is, that's the thing. You have invested 10 rupee. You don't know when your money gonna be 11. You don't know. Even you say, okay, after 3 years, you will have one. Let's say, so for one club, from my estimation and what I have heard, let's say on average, in one season of NSL, one club will invest 1.5, 1.8 CR, 1.8 crore, 1.8
Hmm.
crore Nepali. They will invest. Why? Player have to stay in above 3 star, and mostly stay in 4 star and 5 star hotels. No below that.
Hmm.
That's the limit. And the lowest player earning is 80,000 Nepali for 1 month.
In Nepal Super
Highest
League.
in Nepal Super League, yes. The category C player earns 80,000 fixed, and the marquee player, some on 8 lakhs Nepali, 10 lakhs Nepali, 12 lakhs Nepali. That's the rate.
For those 5 to 6 weeks, where for the duration of that.
NSL. Yeah, for
Yeah,
NSL, yeah. Yeah. So
yeah.
that's how much they earn. So it's quite good money. I mean, the thing is, it isn't about how much Mbappe is earning. It's not about, let's say, how much Sunil Chhetri is earning. It's about what an average people in Nepal earn, what an average guy in Nepal earn. It is, let's say, thrice or 5 times better than that. So we can say NSL does help players, but how many times a company will be ready to invest 1.8 crore without knowing they will have break even? I'm not talking about profit. I'm just talking
Break
about they
even.
will get 1.8 crore in return. So it's like, okay, balance. Because that way you can, let's say, I have a passion, I have the money, and I can say, okay, it's fine, we're on nothing, we have the team, we can win the matches, we have pride, and this way we can just sustain this way. Okay, fine. But it's like I gonna invest 1.8 crore first season. Okay, no trophy, no anything, whole money gone. Second season 1.8 cr gone. Third season 1.8 cr gone. I mean, you can't have investor with this system, with this system. So what NSL is trying to do, and people have to understand, is they're they're saying this is the elite league. This. I mean, it isn't. It isn't elite league. If your league has one club less in just one season, how is that elite league? That isn't elite league.
I think one point which should be noted here, which you said, that yes, it does help the players, but the biggest problem is, okay, it helps the current crop of players. It does not help the future. It does not help the youth which will play for Nepal after 10 years from now. It does not help that.
Yeah,
That is the
I
problem.
mean, I think so. This is even, let's say, the population of Pakistan is so much more than Nepal. Pakistan is what I so this is so I have this Bollywood driven agenda, this Bollywood driven agenda. But what I find is Pakistan is way more capable and way more bigger than they made it out. This is what I think, and I might be wrong, but I feel this is a same case in context of Nepal as well. Why? Because I find Bangladeshi quite arrogant. Bangladesh are quite arrogant guys. Quite arrogant. They won't be like, oh no, okay, we are happy to be second. No. But for Pakistani and for Nepali, when someone recognize them, someone says something nice, we're like, wow, this is the achievement now. I mean, I'm not saying don't be kind, but in terms of sporting way, we're sometimes so overwhelmed in just a praise that we sometimes tend to divert from what's needed.
Yeah. Yeah.
And even you say about the youth development, see the population of Pakistan. Now I know Nepal doesn't have that big population, but again, Nepal is biggest country as well. It's just that we are in between India and China. It doesn't feel big, but I mean it's big country as well. I mean we are bigger than New
Yeah.
Zealand, and just see the New
Yeah. Yeah.
Zealand's rugby team, just see New Zealand's cricket team.
Yeah.
So, but other side when you see Bhutan, with the
Yeah.
less population they have, and they
Yeah.
don't have ground, and see the kind of development plans they have brought, I am sure they won't reach those levels. Why? Because something are restricted, and that's the reality. Something are
No, they
restricted.
have
But
VAR. They have
yeah,
VAR.
yeah, yeah. So imagine if someone from Bhutan, the country
Yeah.
that's been so backed in terms of football, can suddenly make those plans, make those arrangements, and develop something, then it is impossible for Pakistan and Nepal to not do that. We are more than capable to put those plans and keep them running.
But our biggest problem is politicians.
Yeah,
You
elected,
know.
really, elected. I mean, it's elections. I mean, in sports, I never like democracy. I will be very
But
honest.
but I think there is a lot more less interference from the government in Nepal than in Pakistan. In Pakistan, there is a lot of interference. That is the problem.
Uh, I mean, see, I don't know. So, today, when you see who came to give ball, is the
Hmm.
deputy prime minister of Nepal.
Nepal,
Yeah.
yeah,
So there is another deputy prime minister as well,
yeah.
but they have called someone. Why? There might be some link. And the thing is, again, see, for the SAFF, they did not call sports minister,
Hmm.
but they brought deputy prime minister. That's not needed. So it shows somewhere around there is of course politics. There is of course politics, and it looks like okay. I think uh, the politics in Pakistan is very violent. If you get me, you can
It
see
is
mass.
violent, and it is also, there is a lot of interference from the establishment in itself. So
Yeah, I mean,
when you
there
have an
is.
establishment like North Korea has an establishment, right? We don't have that kind of establishment, but there is an establishment, and they are always hidden behind the curtain. So there is always an interference by them, and that is the real reason football. I don't think it can progress in the next 50 years in Pakistan. I don't think so.
I mean, yes. I mean, it just depends what is progress.
Hmm.
So I think okay. I want to ask you. So if you were in charge, what are the things that you would like to do in Pakistan football? Let's say hypothetically you are in charge.
Hmm. I would definitely try to set up some youth leagues because there are no proper youth leagues in the country. First of all, there is nothing. There is only one youth league, and it happens like after 6 years or 6 years, no, but 6 months, let's say 6 months. It happens after 6 months. And sometimes it doesn't even happen after 6 months. Then I want to establish a pyramid system league, not a franchise league, which at least has 12 teams, right? And it has promotion and relegation. These are the basics which we don't have, which Nepal has, which Bangladesh has, which India has, which Bhutan has even. We don't have this. We in Pakistan, nobody knows what will happen if we play in the AFC Challenge League. We have not played in it since 2013. We have not played in a bloody single AFC competition since 2013. There is no concept here of playing in an AFC tournament, a club playing in an AFC tournament, right? So for that you need a league, and we have not have a league since 2021.
So
So that is the biggest issue.
so what is let's say what is seen like in Pakistan in terms of let's say sponsorship. So I will tell you what I meant. So let's say you want to broadcast a match,
Hmm.
let's say some club match, normal club matches where player will play. How's the scene for sponsorship? Like, are people more willing to invest in sports? I'm not talking higher level. I mean, even in the lower level, you will have people who are interested in sports. And I know, like, I have communicated with so many Pakistani in Twitter, talk about football, and so many are Manchester United or Liverpool fans. So
Hmm.
I have chat with some of them. So what is seen like, because that's the grassroots level where football can elevate. It's not a
Yeah.
top tier where people don't talk about it, but it's really a
Yeah.
fundamental when you have those sponsorship. So what is seen like there?
The problem is right now, after Cambodia, there have been one or two sponsors who have been very keen to help Pakistan football and at the domestic level as well, especially in National Women's Championship. When the National Women's Championship happened in August 2024, that I covered, there was a proper, there were sponsors. Like there were three, four sponsors, but not more than that. Because to get sponsors at domestic level, first of all, you need to convince the corporate sector. You have to talk to them. All the corporate sectors, all the main corporate sectors. Main corporate sectors are only interested in cricket. They don't care about any other sports. And secondly, Pakistan football will need to win at the highest level in order to get sponsorships at national level and domestic level. Even the clubs won't get any kind of sponsorship if Pakistan doesn't win. Pakistan has not won since 2023 Cambodia. and we have lost like 15 matches out of the last 17. So how can you expect that here the corporate sector will support football? Not all the sponsorships will support football. Only Gym Armor was the main sponsor of the National Women's Championship, if I remember, and Candyland. Those two guys were supporting. But apart from that, there was no company. That's it. You need to win for that. You need to
Yeah,
give people hope that yes, we can win. Even if you don't have a structure, you should be giving them some kind of hope with some kind of result. Otherwise, no one will come to help you. And I feel in the Asian Cup qualifiers, we should win like at least one or two matches. We should be winning at least two matches. We should be winning in Jinnah Stadium, and we will play three matches in home. So that's the thing.
so, I mean, what's the yearly budget of Nepal and Pakistani Football Federation? So, I mean, I can say about Nepal, I don't think Nepal is fully funded right now. Nepal is in control funding. What is seen in Pakistan? Control funding?
In terms of the government funding or the in terms of FIFA
FIFA.
funding?
FIFA.
FIFA funding. Okay. FIFA funding is like they give us certain amount of it is heavily controlled and heavily restricted. Heavily controlled, heavily restricted. We get money for the SAFF Women's Championship in October. We will not get any kind of money for any other tournament. For example,
Yeah.
AFC Under 17, we cannot send our team. We will get certain amount of money for a single event in a single month. That's it. So it is
But
that restricted, and
but
sometimes
don't
we
you
don't even
think?
get that. It is a huge possibility that we will not get any funds from FIFA for our November friendlies. There is a huge possibility. So
So
that's
don't
the
you
thing.
think that is because like they are ready to fund women's team for this SAF?
That
So
is because
FIFA,
we don't have an elected body and ANFA has an elected body.
it's not down to the grassroots stuff. Like
Right now,
we can talk about Nepal. Like we had control funding because there is some issues happened and those all things happened. And right now, what Nepal is trying to do is just to remove that control funding. So
okay,
we had under 16 league, we have under 18 league, we have college level futsal tournament, we had now women's league.
yeah,
So we have districts league. So in each district we have, but it isn't league. It was same you what you say round thing, but it happened. Let's say so that way they are like gaining everything. Okay, for and Nepal has hosted so many competition now. SAF I think
yeah.
on 20 now women's. So we have been hosting so many things. So that way we are trying to get fully funded. So do you think this is also
Yeah.
part of those things that Pakistan doesn't have that? So FIFA is restricting
Currently,
Pakistan.
currently FIFA is not funding us for any kind of grassroots level activity. And secondly, if we conduct an under 17 league, for example, we conducted an under 17 league in Islamabad in my city, and Popo FC, which is a club like, for example, Church Boys United. It is a club, and they conducted that under 17 Islamabad Youth League on their own budget and on their own accord. FIFA did not fund it. So here, clubs are operating on their own, and they are trying to conduct youth leagues to develop players. So that is like the club is working for passion. There is no funding from FIFA. So FIFA is not giving any kind of funding for the what should I say youth leagues. There is no funding for that, and there is no concept of youth league unless a club of Pakistan tries to conduct a youth league on their own accord, on their own budget, and their owner is investing that money there. Like, for example, the owner of Popo FC, Haris bin Harun, he is investing that money from his own pocket to conduct the under 17 Islamabad Youth League. And the guys, the under 17 kids from the whole country are participating in that before the SAF under 17 championship. So that's how things work.
Mhm. So I want to ask, how hopeful are you with regards to football in Pakistan?
There is no hope. There is no hope. Faisal Saleh Hayat, if Faisal Saleh Hayat comes, I will not be covering Pakistan football. I have said it many times. Because then I have this 0.00001% hope right now. That hope will be gone the day he comes back. So he is our Voldemort, he is our Thanos. He comes back and everything just gets destroyed. So that is my concept of him because I have read so much about him. I have listened to him so much that he has become that villain of my life right now. So, you know, the only way to go forward is PFF elections. There is no other way. And if Faisal Saleh does not come back, that would be great. Then we can have a franchise league, we can have a league, we can have a women's league, we can have all of that because then we will get a budget of $15 million from FIFA on a yearly basis. Right now, we are not getting that budget. We are like handcuffed. So that's the issue.
And what is like the scene of esports journalism though? I mean, you have been covering you have been writing articles as well. So what's the scene like? How's like journalism? I mean, content creation as well. Because I mean, I think we both are in equal subscriber pattern, and it's quite hard. I mean, I mean, for you it's quite easy because you can talk in Hindi and have the subscriber as well because they understand Hindi Indian audience. But here it's quite hard. I mean, it's just Nepali. So, how is it like as well for you? Content creation, journalism, writing articles.
Uh, in terms of content creation, no disrespect to the South Asian audience, but we cannot earn money from their views. We can only earn money. Raj knows this. We can only earn money if someone watches us from Australia or England or Norway. Then they will, you will get more CPM. Like per
Yeah,
thousand views, you will get more dollars. It's like
yeah,
that. So even in India, it works like that. In Nepal, it works like that. If viewers watch you from foreign countries, then you earn a bit more. If
yeah,
you have this audience of Nepal, Bangladesh, you will not earn any kind of money
yeah,
from content creation. You will earn money like minimal, like peanuts, something like that. So yeah, I am working with a news agency right now. I'm writing different articles for different websites. So I'm doing my content writing stuff. So that's how I make my living. I don't make my living from YouTube. And obviously, you know better than me how much CPM is of Nepal on 1,000 views. You know this.
yeah.
In
I mean,
Pakistan, it's
yeah,
worst. It's 19 cents in Pakistan.
yeah. I mean,
19.
see, I have many people say me, why you aren't, let's say, active for YouTube. So, so I recently got my license in civil engineering. I'm civil engineer now. I'm certified civil engineer. So I've been trying to work in civil engineering as well. So I told people, see, I don't do YouTube for you guys. I'm very open about it. No, I have said it many times. I said so openly. I don't do this for you. I do this for myself. Because I mean, if
Same.
I if I didn't make this channel, there's no chance I'm working in NSL. There is no chance I will be working for club for Bhutan. And there is no chance I just recently was assistant coach. There is no opportunity from this. So my philosophy for this also I have done commentary. So my philosophy is this is not real money. This is just online portfolio that people will show and it's their job. Okay, Excel, Python. This is that for me. I just followed my passion. I learned video editing because I did YouTube. I make thumbnail because I did YouTube. So I looked in that way. And the scene in Nepal, I think it's so one of the few things that I kind of discover, but I did knew is when you are talking critically and you are not praising the either side, there is a less chance you gonna remain underrated. You will remain underrated because
Yeah.
you are not pleasing anyone. You have to please someone.
And my problem is I cannot please the PFF because I didn't start this to please the PFF. That's the
So I
issue.
will tell you, I am
And
in
yes, we will
blacklist.
remain underrated. I know this because already the Football Federation in Pakistan has isolated me. They are not allowing me to interview any kind of players because I criticize
So
them.
I am blacklisted by ENFA because I did interview with
Ah,
Abdullah Al Mutari. So many
ah,
people said me like, why you did it? Why you did it? my point was they can't cut my invest. They can't cut my income. If I was solely just about just about football, just about Nepali football, and just doing just this, then they can put pressure on me. They can say, okay, this guy can be blacklisted. I mean, I have another job. I am an engineer, so they can't do anything to me. They can't do anything to me. So I
Plus,
have been
you cover
blacklisted by
European football as well. You
yeah,
cover other stuff as well.
yeah, I do cover. It's just
Yeah.
passion. To be very honest with you, it's just passion.
Yeah.
It's just my curiosity towards understanding why the fuck United can't win a title. Nothing else.
So the thing is, listen to me. When we will die, all of us will die one day. We all know this. We are all humans.
I watch
So
his video.
when
If he is commenting, if Playmaker India is commenting, I like him. I mean, he is just. I like his rant about his team act. I'm sure he doesn't know me, but I.
he's a legend in India. He's a legend in India. But the thing
Yeah,
is,
he
we
talks
are
sense.
doing it. He talks sense.
Yeah,
We are doing it number one for our passion because I am also doing this because I want to create a legacy. One day we will die, but our videos will remain here and people will watch us. We'll see.
yeah, and that's
One
all.
day we will die and people will not say this guy did not exist. He existed. He was on
Yeah,
YouTube. He was fighting
yeah,
for Pakistan football or Nepali football. You will
yeah.
see you are creating a legacy. You might not realize this right now, but one day you will realize that you are
Yeah, I
creating
mean,
a legacy.
yeah. I mean, so that's the so this is what I think. This is the only thing when people say like, "What do you have on from YouTube?" Many the thing is younger generation asks me because they are curious. They want to, oh, this guy maybe is earning the money, maybe. But what I have on is nothing.
घंटा
It is
घंटा
Ganda, कुछ नहीं. कुछ नहीं. I have on कुछ नहीं. Only thing I have on is when Alexander says who knows about Nepali football, I had a conversation with him. This was the guy that went and said he's the guy. He's asking about league structure in Pakistan. I think he already told that it's just round. Alexander, you want to answer him again? I think he just joined.
Yeah, there is no league structure, bro. There is no league. There is no concept of league. So how can I tell you what's the promotion relegation stuff when the league does not exist?
That's just like you are single and people are asking how relationship works.
How is
I
your
don't
girlfriend?
how's your girlfriend? I don't know, brother. Okay, tell about Bangladesh. You were talking about Bangladesh squad average is 25? 25?
I think around 25 because their most senior player, Sabina, I
40.
think Sabina Khatun, she's like 30 years old. And apart from her, there is no one like 30. So she's the only one who's 30. So yeah.
Tell about Bangladesh squad and their future.
Future is quite bright, better than Pakistan. That's all I'll say. And they can defend their championship title, but Nepal is going to give them a very tough fight.
Yeah, and okay, I want to ask, did you watch Honor 20 SAFF?
I could not watch it because number one, I think there was no Pakistan. I only watched the highlights of the semi-final and the final, and I saw their goalkeeper, Bangladesh goalkeeper Mohammad Asif, the guy who saved the penalty against India.
Yeah.
So he became a legend after that in Bangladesh. Many Bangladesh subscribers were, messaging me after that. 101%, bhai, totally I agree with both. YouTube for regional football content creator is just passion, nothing much. Respect to you both who are doing a top job. बस ये कल मेरे चैनल पे भी आएंगे मूसा भाई, एक बांग्लादेश का भी यूट्यूबर कल आएगा, वो अपना बात तीन चार में. तो हम तो यार कम्युनिटी बिल्ड कर रहे हैं, हमारा काम है कम्युनिटी बिल्ड करना. That's it.
Yeah. I mean,
हाँ.
there's nothing like when people say there's nothing, it's just passion. There's nothing, it's
But
just
listen to
passion.
me. Listen to me. You are a content creator from Nepal. If you reach 50K, right? If you reach 50K one day, ANFA cannot blacklist you then. Nah, nah.
I mean, yeah. I mean, yeah, they can't blacklist.
They
But the
can.
thing is,
The power
the
of numbers. Always
yeah,
remember the power of numbers on YouTube. They cannot ignore it. If you have
I mean, the
50K,
thing is, the 50K won't happen. The thing is, 50K won't
it
happen.
can happen if you try hard. It can happen.
50K.
Yeah, yeah. You have to
I
think
mean,
about it. You have to dream about it.
yeah. No, I mean, for sure, the thing is, I know 50K can happen. Okay, I have to be very
Yeah.
honest. I know 50K can happen, but the thing is, I have to compromise the way I have my views. If you get me,
Mm.
you
Yeah.
know.
I understand.
So
I
50K,
understand.
50K isn't the big numbers. So like when I mean in Nepal there is TikTok. We can use TikTok. So for 1 year, TikTok was banned in Nepal, and I did not
It
post
was
it.
banned in Pakistan as well
Yeah,
for
so
1 year. Yeah.
yeah, again, here also now it has started. They are running TikTok now. So for one
Yeah.
year, I did not posted anything. I wasn't. Forget. I won't go download VPN and post football analysis. Nah, I will do in YouTube. I have my studies to do. I won't do that. I did not do that. But the
Mm.
thing that I have seen from the numbers, the kind of things, what
Mm.
happens is when you talk critically, when you
Yeah.
talk critically
Yeah.
in in these countries where people pleasing and praising the individual, it's so in high. Why? The thing is, what I think is, people. So what I recently failed was, so I don't know if you know the European lad from TikTok, from Twitter, sorry, the European lad
Yeah.
from Ajax fan. Okay,
I've
so
seen it. I've seen it.
yeah, so
Yeah.
I will give you one example. So what he said was, uh, Sir Alex Ferguson won't stand a chance in this generation. He can't even
Right.
understand Pep's tactics. You know. So this is the thing. So I saw many people are liking that. Many people are saying yeah, 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 yeah. So there's likes, and I just realized nowadays the thing is, with the social media and with, let's say, with social media especially, you can speak about anything without having credibility about it. I'm not against the opinions. I'm against
Yeah.
statements.
Yeah.
And you don't know how much knowledge that guy possesses. What is it? No. But when you see it's the popular opinion, when you see you are the popular opinion, what people will think, those who can't think critically, okay, this is the right side to be, because this is
Mm.
easy. Everyone is agreeing with that. Okay, it's easy. So that way, see, I can sit here and I say, wow, Messi, wow, Messi, wow, wow,
Hey,
Ronaldo,
Real Madrid is illegal. Real Madrid is
wow,
illegal.
Messi, ooh, I can do that. See,
Uh,
the thing is, when Cristiano Ronaldo played for United, I was the guy who said this is the wrong move. And this is not hate on Ronaldo, but this is the wrong move. When Casemiro was signed, I was the first person that went on a TikTok and said, this is the good
yeah.
signing for one season, and it won't
One season.
last. And
Mm.
this 2 years old video, there is a video, I have said it. The thing is, if I just went on and it was my chance, Ronaldo, United back, I am the fan, I have Ferguson behind me.
Mm.
Don't you think if I was chasing the views and the numbers, I would have easily sold my soul? But the thing is, when I sleep at the night, I will tell myself, you did not did justice to your views. And
In
I
Urdu we say ना, we in Urdu we say कि मैं अपने ज़मीर को बेच नहीं सकता ना. It's like
yeah,
that.
yeah, yes, I can't. अगर मैं मेरे जमीर बेच जाता हूँ तो रहता ही क्या?
Yeah.
When I just sold my soul for nothing, it's
Yeah.
nothing. Because see, the thing is, we can say 30, 40K subscriber. But if you are getting, let's say, 10K views, the numbers is nothing much. Just, let's say, Nepali 1500 more than less views. But the thing is, when I did the analysis for WAF, what people wrote under it, there is nobody who analyze football better than this guy. There is nobody who creates this level of content. And अगर मैं मेरा जमीर बेच जाता हूँ तो वो नहीं होगा.
Hmm.
और मैं 1500 रुपए के लिए तो मेरा जमीर नहीं बेच सकता. इतनी 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 सस्ती मेरी जमीर नहीं है.
You reminded me of a Bollywood dialogue, but I can't remember the movie right now.
Who was the actor?
I think it was Singham maybe. It was Singham. First part.
Ah,
Maybe. I think maybe
ah,
he said in that.
हाँ,
Yeah,
मैं
yeah.
यहाँ का गोवा, ये मेरा गोवा, और मैं यहाँ का जयकांत सिगरे. Yeah, I
Jayakant
remember.
Shikri, something like that.
They, yeah, I remember that. Push you talking about the police station scene.
Yeah, police station scene. Yeah,
When all the vehicles came and they just destroyed the vehicle. Yeah, I remember.
yeah.
I think that. Last, any note you want to say anything? I mean, I want you to say the publication where you write. I think people should know that, and just say the works you do. I have put the link to subscribe to his channel.
Hmm.
So do
I
that.
am right now writing for Pro Sports. Pro Sports, the website, na? So I'm
Uh,
writing there. It's Pro Sports. So I'm writing for them right now. So
and
there I write different articles, sometimes football, sometimes cricket, sometimes hockey, mainly Pakistan stuff. So because it's a Pakistani website,
yeah, yeah.
so that's the thing.
And any other things?
I used to write for uh, uh, Express Tribune, but I'm not writing for them right now. I used to write for them back in the day, like 2 3 years ago, when there was peak COVID, but not right now. But yeah, I'll tell you about my blog. You can even put the link in your description if you want to. जो
Yeah, sure, sir.
मेरा
Tell me.
पर्सनल जो मेरा ब्लॉग था ना वो मैं आपको बाद में दे दूंगा वो आपको बाद में
Okay,
दे
okay,
दूंगा तो उसमें डाल देना सो
okay, okay.
दैट्स द थिंग या
Yeah. Yeah.
बट
Thanks for coming. I
मेनली
mean, thanks for coming. Thanks for having that. I
sir
mean,
you will be coming to my channel tomorrow with a
yeah,
Bangladeshi
yeah,
as
yeah.
well
I will be.
so we
Yes.
will have a good conversation. I will criticize Pakistan women's national team manager right now after I go from here. And then
Yeah.
I will be blacklisted even more by Pakistan Football Federation because
Yeah, I
that
mean,
guy cannot take criticism. I know that.
yeah, I mean, it's fine. I mean, come on. The if
Yeah,
the
he cannot
price of
take criticism. When I commented, when I was doing commentary in National Women's Championship, his Karachi City won. So he said that biased commentators and biased referees were there, and still we won the championship. So Mr. Adil Risky, he doesn't know how to take criticism. That is a fact. So that's the thing.
okay, so I think we have 53 people watching right now. I mean, it's almost 12, 12, 12 in Nepal. That's quite good. 53 people are watching. So I have put his link. It's in the title as well. You can just go and click and subscribe to his channel and just support it. Nothing
Yeah.
more. Just support it. I think uh,
Enthusiastic commentator.
yeah, just support it, and for sure, no, there's nothing. Just you just go and say, Alexander, great job. You will have motivation for three more videos. That's how it works. You will feel shitty about life, and you just see someone just appreciate it. You're, okay, let's put on a camera. It's
Yeah.
We have to do it.
When someone
So
says that was the best tactical analysis, and I've gotten that on my YouTube channel, that kind of praise. So it gives you like you feel like Shah Rukh Khan in Om Shanti. You feel
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
that's just like I am Jose Mourinho, that real.
Yeah. I am
That's
Jose
just like
Mourinho.
I am Jose Mourinho type thing. Yeah. So yeah, just do that and do support and do read what he writes. He is one of the guy I really like, and why I like is he's very bold, and it takes a lot to be bold in a place where you can have better way to just say the fake things and just manipulate people, and to have the guts to stand against the system should always be appreciated, and there's nothing more we're
Yeah.
asking. Just share it, just say football talks happens here, and support each other. And if playmaker India भाई आप अभी भी देख रहे हैं तो we can collaborate and talk about football. I know you are a United fan, so of course we can rant about it.
भाई वो तो जबरदस्त कोलैबोरेशन होगी जबरदस्त होगी बट आई
Yeah.
वांट टू से वन थिंग I want to say one thing. When you speak the truth, yes, your federation will try that you don't interview your players. Like I have been blacklisted and Raj Bhai has been blacklisted. But there is a women's team player who was in the training camp of PFF, and she comes in my live chat and she comments. So वही बात है ना वो जो शाहरुख खान कहता है ना यार रईस मूवी में कि यार तुम मुझे तो रोक लोगे लेकिन वो क्या था हवा को कैसे रोकोगे या क्या था तुम मुझे तो रोक लोगे लेकिन तुम मेरे आइडिया को कैसे रोकोगे दैट्स द
Yeah,
मेन
I mean,
थिंग
So
It will
in
depend.
Nepal,
What?
in Nepali they
Uh,
say the uh, the even the stone, even
yeah,
the stone will be
yeah,
broke when the tree rises.
yeah,
So in Nepali, it sounds a bit different. In English, I mean, I can't translate it that way. So that's the thing. So okay, sure. So I will text you. I mean, guys have gone on YZR's live stream and spam my name, and he said like, okay, we will do collaboration, but I think we did not. It didn't happen. And another, I think. So the thing is, I want to do collaboration with someone who I match the views with. The views
yeah, yeah,
in terms who are very true to the way they speak. So I watched him. I think in the Drog Baba's channel, and what I like is he was so to the point. And I know he is doing coaching as well. He's doing coaching batches. So he was very to the point, and he was very tight toward his mark, and it was right responses, not just waffling. It was right response. Was okay. He is good, but I am like there's no correlation. So how can I do? So after some time, I know he is United fan. Then okay, we can rant about it. So okay, yeah, I will do watch along tomorrow. I will do watch along tomorrow. Thank you, Alexander,
yeah.
for coming, and I hope you we can collaborate even more. I can tell that Liverpool is quite good. Slot is doing cool, quite good. We can talk more about European football as well. I'm open to
We
regional
can talk
Europe.
about European football on my second channel any day. You can come any day, anytime, whenever you
For
want.
sure, for sure, for sure. Thanks for coming.